Hey, welcome back to P.O.V. We got a good conversation going on about sex in the cyber city. Once again, these are my guests right here, and we're going to get back to the next segment here. And going on to the next segment, I need to ask, I want to continue the conversation that we stopped right there. People have friends online who, and I'm always amazed because I only have maybe about 500 friends on Facebook, but I know I've turned down a lot of people. I've seen people whose page are just filled up, 5,000 people. And I'm like, would they really be their friends outside of it? Like if they met them, are they, I mean, and I'm not just talking about famous people, I'm just talking about in general, all right? Like, you know, you see people online and you say, some people will not deny friendship simply because they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. They don't want to seem like they're vain or something like that.
Well, myself being a famous person.
Okay.
Definitely.
He's on the show.
I pretty much accept everybody, unless I see something that where you, because basically my Facebook page is for, you know, because I'm a comic. So
Right.
it's really not so much as personal, even though I have real true friends who friend me on Facebook.
Right.
Generally, it's for my career.
Am I your friend on Facebook?
If you have to ask, probably not.
Nah, probably not. No, I'm just saying, I don't know. I mean, you were just talking about unless you see something like I have guys who have tried to be my friend on there and they're wearing biker shorts at the beach.
You
They're like,
a Facebook
I don't want to be your friend.
Yeah,
like, I don't even want to know.
Asking to be your friend.
That's exactly it. But that's exactly, I don't want to know that either. I don't want to know that.
What were you wearing in your picture?
Nothing. I'm sitting there just like this, looking like, what?
You send me a friend request, you don't have a shirt on, I can't accept.
Right.
Don't do 10 push-ups, you put baby oil on and then send me a friend request. I'm not accepting.
Dripping in chicken oil.
That's what I'm talking
See,
about.
chicken grease. See, that's for her. Tashya likes that.
She was imagining the Facebook page.
So I mean, but have you like unfriended people? Because I know one of the producers was talking about it. Like he'll go away on Friday and won't be on Facebook till Monday. He has 700 friends. He come back, it's $6.99. They're like, who the hell left? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, why they leave me?
There are applications for that so you can track them, you know. But if you're serious about that kind of thing,
I'm not. I said,
but
I don't care.
I've never had to unfriend people, but no.
I unfriend people all the time.
So you make friends and then break up.
Yeah, I do like a quarterly review because my Facebook page
she got the official.
Personal.
She does an audit.
She does an audit.
My Facebook page is personal, and if I don't talk with you that much, or you know, maybe I'll let you onto my page so that we can share an invitation or something. But after the event is done, I'll unfriend you.
Wow.
that's just cold-blooded.
That is cold.
You're a fair weather Facebook friend.
No, I'm not. I know what the purpose of us being friends is, and once that's done, I'm done.
Well, I think that proves that everybody uses it for a different purpose.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
All right, but is anybody here addicted to it? Are you addicted to the internet?
Actually, I'm not. I'm an old school person. Like I'm still write your name down on the napkin. Like I believe in the old
Put the
school
lipstick
type of
on
thing.
it and everything.
But my thing is,
That's cute.
again, because of it's a necessity. But you do find yourself when you're on Facebook, like you could be on there for hours. And I'm not even a computer person, but
why? I mean, I never found like Facebook to be that entertaining. It's like, okay, I got something to say. What's your status? I'm tired.
But see, I disagree because just recently I was off of Facebook for a week and a half because I had to take care of some personal matters. People thought I died because I had literally texting me and calling and saying, "What is going on? Are you all right?" Because I usually post every day.
That's an addiction for
several
them.
times a day. So I mean, and if I'm
So
not,
they're addicted to you.
yeah,
then.
if I'm not on Twitter, if I'm not on, because you know I like to say that because I've realized. And I'm sure you know, being a comic, you actually make an effect in other people's lives and how they look forward to what you have to say.
Right.
I can understand that.
And I like to personally address people. Like if I do a show and then people respond and say, "Hey, you were great," or whatever, you know, I really like to respond to them and say, "Hey, I really appreciate the feedback. Thank you for the support."
Because if they can take the time out, you can take the time out.
And I go to each person and do that.
But
so that takes hours.
But that's a personality of appreciating someone who appreciate what you do, or just saying, you know, I appreciate my fans or whatever.
Right.
What I'm talking about, and going to what he was saying is like people texting and whatever, they're addicted to the information that you're getting out there. And is that more indicative of a lonely life? Because I'm like, if you're that addicted to something, which, I mean, be for real, the internet is not all involving into a social network. It's really you're on your own, but you're just behind this big, I call it the ultimate mask. You don't have to do anything or something like that. So I mean, people are addicted to that fantasy world. And
But I try not to look at someone who gives me positive feedback about a performance. I don't look at them as a loser or y'all, you ain't got nothing else better to do.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
So I make sure I try to show them
I guess you're talking about it as the fact that people are sitting there not interacting with people. They're in a
Well, they don't have anything else to do. I
world.
mean, I don't want to put it out there. You don't have anything better to do?
Well,
you know
you
what I
can't
mean?
look
Well,
at it
some
like that
people
because
don't.
we're so connected in so many different ways. You're connected with your phone. You're connected with where you're at work on the computer. So it's kind of like you're saying you don't have anything better to do. You're already in that world. Everything, it's already, think about Facebook. It follows you everywhere you go. You're on CNN and it says, do you like this? And put it on your Facebook page. Tell people that you like this article. So it's everywhere. You're connected without being connected.
And I was just about to say that Tashya made a good point. People have a need for human interaction. So it allows some people to do that without having the vulnerability of a direct interaction.
And people are drawn to you when you have that social interaction because a point derived from what she just said, my producer for our show handled our Twitter account for about 3 months. We had 30 followers. I said, look, you know, it got to be an ego thing with everybody else at the station who had the most. Once I took it over in a month and a half, we went from 30 to 13,000 followers.
Wow.
So that was because people were talking about the show. I started posting more, and people like having a response from somebody that are listening to.
I got you. I understand that.
That has nothing to do with sex, but
no, but I mean, you know what? But getting all right. Let's get back to the sex thing. But the sex, well, okay, with the sex, most of the people on here are involved. I would assume. Everybody's on here involved with someone. You don't have to say, you know, your status, but you said you were married. Are you married?
Yes.
Okay, everyone here. Would you consider it flirting if you, I mean, would you consider it cheating if you flirted with someone on the internet?
It's not what I considered. It would be what my significant other considered.
Exactly, and yes, it is.
Okay, wow. Well,
See, I think it's when there are fluids involved in it, but apparently if it's
there's definitely some fluid.
Emotional cheating is real.
Right, and I think actually that's how a lot of people start hooking up. It starts out
that's
sometimes it's
true.
purely innocent,
right?
And then next thing you know, hey, let's hook up, or let's meet, or let me send me a pic, or you know, and then next thing you know, you Eddie Long.
Oh wow!
Wow!
Then you're wearing a tight shirt with red hair.
I'm
not getting the views on Vic Christian's show are not Vic Christian's. Let me just.
I'm just saying, it's like Rocky said it best. It really depends on the parameters that you and your significant other set. Some people don't mind their significant other flirting because they feel like it's harmless. It's just on the computer. But some people could be livid. Like they would leave you for that.
Right.
But if there was a show on Dateline that stated half of the divorces right now are stating Facebook and MySpace as a reason for their breakup or their divorce.
And they're using
because there are people I've reconnected with people I haven't seen since second grade.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they see, well, what you doing now?
Oh, you single still?
Your first love, you know what I mean? Or the one that got away. Now they can contact you.
So has it become a curse then? I mean, has all this interconnectedness become a curse now?
It's a two-edged sword. I mean, people can a glass of water can kill you if you hold your nose in it. So it depends on whatever you use it for.
Quench your thirst.
So it's just a matter of
comedian or philosopher.
Negro dominant. It's just a matter of what you use it for. So you know, it's like I've met Army buddies that I've never been able to connect with without Facebook. So in that aspect, it's good. But if you hook up with an old flame and you married, then it's bad.
Yeah. And for the record, I am not married. I just thought I'd put that out there.
Oh, wow.
You're not married?
Make an example with your wife or girlfriend. I need to make sure
you're not married.
Will be seen. Correct.
Okay. All right. Rocky's not married. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere.